And all you other gentlemen, start your engines.
It'll take us about a lap to get up to speed. Next time by, lap 1 will be over 195 miles per hour. Reach up there and pull them belts tight one more time.
Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing.
Unlike a lot of racetracks, we'll see side-by-side racing. There's not a preferred groove. It's where the best cars are that's the preferred groove.
Dead heat at the front row.
Got to be over strong. Looks like Ricky Craven, the 32 car.
All right, folks. A lot of smoke. Got a yellow.
Obviously lost an engine. I don't know. I'm just puzzled. I mean, it's been such a slow start for us, and it's not just one thing. We just continue to have really strange circumstances. But it's the same tied team that went to victory lane at Darlington and Martinsville. I got a lot of confidence in this group. We just got to battle through it.
Jimmy Johnson running right behind Robbie Gordon.
Oh, trouble.
There it is.
17. Matt Kenseth at 17.
9.
Casey Kane.
I think it's going to be. I don't think that many guys are going to get in it, y'all.
Darrell, I like what Casey Kane did. He just cut left and cut away from it and slid down, and I don't believe Casey Kane made any contact.
I don't think anybody did. I don't believe the 17 did. Matt Kenseth, the 9 looks like he's driving off.
Yeah, we didn't hit anything. We didn't tear anything up here, I don't think. The towing seems like, well, I don't know. I don't think we heard anything. Just watch the tires so they don't come apart here.
Let's see what happened here. 22 car had to check. Well, I guess he's seeing them spin in front of him.
Oh, Casey Kane got turned by Elliott Sadler. He didn't turn left, he got turned.
There you go. Get a little different view.
Watch
right
the yellow
here.
car right in the middle of the pack.
Ooh, yeah.
Slid up into Kevin Harvick.
Yep. The trial will, and then the 9 got turned by the 38 there, Sadler, but that was because they were all trying to slow down. Yeah, they made a little contact right there in the 29 car, actually. But I can't stress enough how difficult the trial is. You'd think it'd be a piece of cake, but there's not enough banking there for the kind of speed we're running.
Yeah, by changing 4 tires, his guys picked him up even about 5 positions on pit road.
I think McMurray and maybe the 48 may have been a contact. You saw a puff of smoke there, tire smoke.
See there again, he's trying, 42 McMurray's trying to squeeze in a hole that is not there, but that's something you got to get used to. The hardest thing to get used to is people running into you here.
We got trouble. Jimmy Johnson, looks like it's a tire that's down. Remember, they're the tire
got
came
debris.
apart.
Got a big hunk of debris right. You're going to have a caution.
And that'll be a big break for him and a big break for Matt Kenseth. Caution is out.
Whoa, baby, he's doing a good job of hanging on that thing. And Rusty, good thing he had an old veteran like Rusty behind him, give him some room and then get into him.
Starting to see smoke right there.
Yeah. That's why Rusty was, Rusty probably needed to give him a little extra room here. You hear Rusty working the throttle. Kenseth looks like he's off the pace again.
He is, Darrell. He's below the yellow line and
slowing down. Yeah.
You can add the 17 engine that list from Daytona. The 17 crew guys are packing up their pit. They're saying the engine is done.
Yeah, something happened to the engine. I think we maybe burned a piston or hurt a piston somehow or something, and it blew up. So it's unfortunate. I feel real bad. That first wreck, that could have been major. I'm glad I didn't mess up too many people's days, but that was at least 90% my fault. I tried getting behind Kurt and pushing Kurt, and I was too close to Kevin and got in his door and spun myself out. So I feel bad about that, and I'm thankful that no other cars really got wrecked too bad.
Trouble in turn 3, a huge multi-car crash, and they are still piling in. There's Kenny Wallace down on the apron. Derek Hope, Jeremy Mayfield, Rusty Wallace among those involved. What triggers this?
Let's see what happened over here. Yikes. Looked like the 20 car made some contact with the 97 getting into 3 over there. And boy, you can see the results.
And Darrell, that happened down low. A lot of those cars were going high, but Kurt Busch went up the racetrack right there. That got about 6 or 8 of them.
Looking down to the inside, just not quite enough room there, buddy.
And up he comes.
Yeah, we drafted down the front straightaway together real well, and all race I acknowledged he was on the bottom lane. That's cool. You know, we drafted together. I was going to call him on Monday. Dude, everything was great. I don't know why he committed to turn 3 as late as he did. He knew he needed to follow me, and now we're here instead of out on the tracks. A bad finish. So far this year, our 2 worst finishes are on restrictor plate races.
I didn't watch Kurt Busch's interview, but I'm sure he probably spoke for us all. You know, Tony Stewart's a very good friend of mine. So I plead the, what is it, the 5th?
The 5th, my friend.
I plead the 5th because I like Tony Stewart, but, you know, just antsy.
Sounds like Stewart started it all, and he started a lot of things this year, so I guess.
Your mentor.
I don't know about that.
But everybody was really, really running close. There was a lot of bumping and banging out there. A lot more banging than I've seen here in the past. You know, this is always a nail-biter, no doubt about it, but man, I just couldn't believe how forceful everybody was getting. There was a lot of people running into each other. There's cars running really, really good. They'd come by me, and their right sides are tore off, noses are tore off, and they're still bashing into people. But it's an exciting race for the fans, but I'll tell you what, for a driver, it's not too much fun out there, I'll tell you that.
That is ridiculous right there. He just freaking wrecked it. I mean, he wasn't even, that wasn't even close. He just turned and made it 3 wide. It just wrecked him. That's pathetic.
Burton supporting Kurt Busch's view of Stewart's late commitment to the bottom in turn 3.
There's got trouble.
Tony Stewart.
Tony Stewart in the 20 car. Caution is out.
I think he's going to save it.
But the caution is out.
Jimmy Johnson's got to run underneath it, Tony, and looks like, I don't know if Tony even knew he was there or not. Boy, this is a great piece of driving.
And as in the earlier crashes, just the slightest touch will send a car spinning.
Yeah, he come up off the bottom just enough to open it up for Jimmy Johnson, and Jimmy stuck his nose in there to make contact.
I mean, we got 140,000 people here with 5.5 laps to go. Nobody's sitting down.
Whoa, Gordon way to the bottom of the racetrack, and Jimmy Johnson comes right up the bumper of Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Gordon gets the lead. But can he keep it?
No, he can't. The 8 car is just so strong, they can make a run on him, and obviously they get to, oh boy, that was almost a disaster.
Gordon inches ahead.
Right there is where Junior is so strong. Sailing off into the
trouble.
turn.
1 car around, and it's Brian Vickers.
All right, the caution is out, and we are past the red flag lap. We are past the red flag lap. Remember, the field was frozen when the caution flag came out.
And who at that moment was the leader? We'll have to go back and see. Here's
Gordon.
Jeff Gordon leading, Harvick and Junior.
Yeah.
The car is sideways. Here are the leaders. There is the spin.
And you saw he was about a half a car length ahead of Dale Earnhardt Jr. when Brian Vickers was completely sideways.
And Jeff Gordon will win the Aaron's 499 over Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, and Robbie Gordon.
Long time since I've won a race, it seems like, but I can't think of a better one to win. You know, we run so darn good on the restrictor plate tracks, but those DEI guys have just been embarrassing us, and yeah, I didn't know what was going to happen there. I mean, I knew I got ahead of them, you know, going into 3. I couldn't pass them. I passed them, but I wasn't passing them. You know, and luckily right before I put the afterburner on, the caution must have come out. So I'm going to go with NASCAR on that one. I'm not sure if everybody here agrees, but I certainly do.
I mean, I'm biased, of course, but I felt like I was ahead of him before the light came on, and certainly, I mean, if I beat the light, I had to been pretty close on the flag. So, you know, I don't know. I couldn't see the flag stand. I don't know exactly how NASCAR makes their decision on freezing the field, exactly when they freeze it, but I thought I was a miles ahead of him. I didn't even think it was close, but it's a great points day, first or second. So pretty happy about that. Unfortunately, you know, we don't make the decisions or the rules, and we'll listen to what NASCAR has to say. I think Tony Sr. wants to see the film, wants to see what their decision, how they base their decision, and we'll go with that. So we've learned in the past to keep our mouths shut and to keep a better attitude about it. And it was I mean, I had a blast. I had so much fun. You know, it was a couple times I shouldn't have finished the race, so we were real fortunate just to be where we were at the end.